because it's so dark outside yet sometimes it is kind of scary because they're building a freeway and I have to watch out for homeless people because I've had my other car that I used to drive broken into a couple of times. Waking up in the middle of the morning to my dad yelling and screaming, saying somebody broke into my car and popped all 4 tires. And I'll have to send you guys those pictures. I'll post them on here later. That was not a fun day. But since there is no light in my car, I'll film when I get to work. Bye guys. I hope you guys have a great morning. I just wait for my car to get warm. I just sit for a little bit and wait for it to get warm. I listen to some music, or Spanish music or happy music that makes me happy. Just gets me going and raises up my energy level so that I'm not as tired. Alrighty then. I'll see you guys later. Can't be driving and on using my phone. I'm totally against that. I'm stuck taking people's temperatures. So today I'll be checking your temperature if you come into work, making sure that you're healthy and you're able to work. Oh my goodness, just standing there listening to that was annoying. It's a carbon something CU air filter, whatever they're filling up, and it's like, and you can hear it and it's loud and it's like right in your ear. But that's okay. I'm just getting my son his food. Hopefully they don't take long. So how are you guys' day going? I hope it's going fantastic. I'm just tired and glad to be home. Glad to be off. Having to wake up every single day at 5 o'clock in the morning can kind of wear you down, so. I just gotta wait for the time to get up. I don't know where I'm gonna set my phone. They have this thing over here. It's just, I don't know, like gas or, yeah, carbonation, something. Yeah. So I just took the longest nap. Didn't mean to. Man, working till 5 o'clock. Working at 5 a.m. Getting up at 4 o'clock every day. And then leaving my house around 4:10. Getting at work at 4:30. Having to clock in at 5 and start work. I guess I thought I used to be able to do like nothing. Like I used to work all the time, 4 to 1. That was like my favorite schedule, is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, is getting up at 3 to go to work at 4. And I would be there at 4 and I'd clock in because I did Cap 1 and I worked and I loved it. But then I switched back to a different department and they kicked me out of 4 to 1 and I closed for like the longest times. I would do 3 to 12s. I would go to work at 3 in the afternoon, which sometimes it was perfect because I was able to go to school with my son and help him out when he has having issues at school, and now it's like weird because he started the whole social learning distance thing, and he's at home, and I'm not there to monitor him, but his dad's been there to monitor him. Thank God that his dad's been helping, and he didn't do quite so good the other day, so I was kind of disappointed in him, but he did better the next day. And sometimes we have our bad days, and I told him, you can't disrespect your teacher, or misbehave because you think you're on the opposite end, that you're at home, that you can just do whatever. It doesn't fly. So he did better, and he got his normal punishment. He lost his ability to get the game that he was wanting, so now he has to do good for a whole month in order for him to get that game he wants. And it's just been so tiring. I just got up. His dad just left my house because a while ago, because he was eating. He stayed over for dinner, and his mom came over and picked up my son. So he's at his grandma's house today. I feel so lonely. Like, I just feel lonely. Like, there's nobody with me. But that's okay. It's me time. So, it's good. Haven't had me time in a long time. It's like, might as well take advantage of it. I can start my meditation videos and start meditating and start practicing my meditation and start praying and doing stuff like that, cleaning around the room. Because this room is completely messy, so I can start cleaning. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I just been so busy with my schedule changing from 7 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, all the way to 5 in the morning, because they don't know what the heck they're doing with it. Sorry. Because lately, they haven't been doing our stuff overnight. So they've been needing people that are reliable to come in and work, and it's just been a hassle. I thought I was able to do it because, before I was younger, I was able to work like nothing. Now that I'm 37, even though I don't look like I'm 37, thank God, my body sometimes is like, no. So lately I just go home and I just want to crash. But I get everything ready for the next day, and then I go to bed like around 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I just knock out. And I tell my son, bedtime, 8:30, brush your teeth, then get ready for work. And it's just been so tiring that I haven't had a chance to do anything. And the other day, I went to one of my new favorite stores. It's called Five Below, and I got a Himalayan lamp. I already have one. I have a white one, but I love this one. The white one I'm going to give to my son because he's getting a different room. He's outgrowing his bed. He's too tall for that, a single size bed. So, and look at all my water bottles, and I need to throw them away. I drink plenty of water. And, I told them, I finally found one. This is great. For people who have asthma. This is great for people who clear out the room, make it smell good, keep it fresh. I've had it on the last time I had the one that I got. Oh my God, it worked so well. So let's unbox it and see how it looks. Here it is, my Himalayan lamp. I think it's so cool. It's $5 actually. And it was at Five Below. And let's unbox this beauty. Give me 1 second. If I can get it out. Why is it being so hard? Probably because I'm only using one hand. This thing is super cool. I actually kind of like it. Only thing I don't like about these is, and I'll explain to you right now what I don't like. I love everything about it. There's only one thing that I don't like, and I'll show you guys. You see this? That's how you charge it and plug it in. I don't like that. I wish it was just a plug-in, like a regular plug-in. So if you don't have a USB cord, I mean, you have a USB cord, but if you don't have like a charging cord, it's like I feel like I have to stop using my phone chargers and just plug it in. So I gotta buy. I'm gonna go tomorrow, see if I can find one, and just buy one that I can just plug in and use, because these things are super awesome. And yeah, give me 1 second. So now I just need to cut it open. But let me see if I have my my handy dandy box cutter. And it's just been so difficult today to wake up. I was just extremely exhausted. I was just too exhausted. So let me. Why aren't you wanting to? Okay. Oh my goodness. And it's like, nope, I'm not gonna open for you. Well, my box cutter is so dull from being used. Ooh, that's cool. And a little fun fact, guys. These things, I have so many of them, I don't even throw them away. Because I get them a lot in the clothes. Like when we get them a lot in clothes and in different sizes. And I have so many, see, in my pocket. I give them away, some to an associate, a coworker of mine. She uses them, and if I see her, I'll give them to her. And sometimes I'll keep some for myself. But I like the bigger ones. Where is it at? Oh, I had some in here. Okay. So what I do is I like to keep all these. And these are perfect for your clothes. So, or your linens. If you just put one in your drawers, and it makes your clothes stay fresh, smelling fresh. And it keeps them away from animals, mosquitoes, moth, instead of having to buy moth flies. So if you ever open a package, especially like sometimes they come in shoes, open a package and you see these, don't throw them away, use them. Just keep them away from children, of course, because, hey, I brought one of these home from work. So that's what I do. And then I just add them to my clothes or my linens. Well, let's plug this thing up and see if it works. Oh, I have my charging cord right here. My Wi-Fi adapter. And then let me see. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, that is super cool. That is. I love the colors. And I love how it lights and it looks like it glows. Like, Love it. And I just set it there in my dresser right there and just let it kind of chill out. That's kind of cool though. So that's what I do. Set it up. Since my son's not here, I can use his charger and leave that one on. So there it is, guys. And I need to clean my little dresser area right there. I have a whole bunch of junk right there. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I really think Himalayan mats are really cool. Because they're like a cool looking crystal. And they say they bring you good luck. So, plus, they clean out your... I've been doing a lot of reading. They say they clean out your aroma, your air, and they help with people with asthma. They're very good. Not only that, they're supposed to help with negativity, clear out negative. It says that it's a natural wood based, and it's a Himalayan salt lamp. I kind of think this is super cool. I like it. Yep. Oh my goodness, guys! But I need to start getting ready for the night to go to sleep, start my meditation, start everything, and I'll show you guys what I've been doing. I can't take them today because I switched them to the middle of the... Whenever I work 5 to 1, I stop taking my medication. Well, it's not medication, it's my supplements, like my, you would say, like, vitamins. That's what they are. They're vitamins. But I'll show you guys how many I take. I've seen a huge difference. When I don't take them, I'm like, ooh. So let me go get them for you, and I shall show you. Be right back. Okay, guys. So I'm back. So I take this one, which I think I've done a video. I talked about it in one of my videos. Maca, moringa. I take 2 of these. I take 1 of these, because my doctor says I have no vitamin D deficiency, or very low. So, it's odd to me, but I take this. I take that, vitamin B12. It's good for like when you have back pains or or like a huge headache or migraines. This is good. Vitamin B12. Maca, believe it or not, ladies, if you're going through menopause or you're trying to conceive and you're having issues, perfect. That's all I take it. It helps balance everything out. This is good for bones. Maca is extremely good for women's for overall health. It helps with your bones. It helps keep your weight down. It helps with just everything in general. It's like a super healthy, extremely healthy, and I can see it helps everything because I have asthma, I have allergies. My allergies have improved to where I don't always have to take my allergy medicine because I've noticed I've been taking these things that my nose is not always so plugged up. And then I take one of these, just one of these, ashwagandha. And ashwagandha is also really good for overall health. It helps improve mood, stress, your immune system. It helps also with fertility. If you women are having trouble with fertility, it's actually really good. It helps with just overall your whole... It's good for kids with ADHD because it helps the brain to help it work, function better. So it helps calm the brain. And it helps my son. He takes it. And it really helps him a lot. So I'm glad with that. So I love this. And these are my, and I take a garlic pill, which my garlic pill somewhere around here. I take a garlic pill, and then I take this. Folic acid. And my prenatal vitamins. My mom's friend came over there, she's like, are you pregnant? Why are you taking prenatal vitamins? And I'm like, I just love taking prenatal vitamins because they're, I don't know, I feel like prenatal vitamins have all the vitamins that I need and the extra nutrition that I need, that I feel like I don't get from a regular vitamin. So that's just me. So I take folic acid, and my doctor recommended it for my heart because I put my body through the ringer. It was last year. Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago. No, it was last year. It was like November of last year. I remember feeling ill one day, puking, and I was fine. And I was feeling weird. And so I went and got a pregnancy test, and I was like, okay. I knew already, I know my body very well. So I went and took a test, and it came out positive. So I tell my son's dad, I was like, oh, look. He was all excited because we only have my son, who is now 12. And I was just like, oh, geez, I'm like, okay, gotta start all over again, but that's fine. My son has been praying and wanting a brother and a sister for the longest time. And I feel bad for the guy because I told him I've tried before. This one I didn't even try. It just sort of happened. But I have tried before, and the times that we tried, I always had a miscarriage. And this time, I was feeling really good. I wasn't feeling sick after that. And I felt good, and out of nowhere, I just started bleeding, and I called my doctor, told him, I started spotting. Is that normal? Because I've had miscarriages. And they're like, oh, no, you're fine. You're barely in the blah, blah, blah. If it went away and you're not bleeding anymore, you should be fine. Well, it did. The spotting went away. So then I go 3 days, normal, nothing, no pain, no nothing. Then out of nowhere, I just wake up in the middle of the night, like around 1 o'clock in the morning, puking my guts out because I couldn't go using the bathroom. Felt like I had to go number 2. Nothing came out. I was struggling to use the restroom. I was just puking my guts out. Everything. Just puking everything. And I was turning yellow because I was puking all day, all night, until it was like my mom woke up and she was getting ready to go to work. And she went to work around 9:30. She came back around 1. And I was still puking. And I thought, okay, maybe this is pregnancy related. Maybe I'm having really bad morning sickness. So I called my cousin, who is a nurse. She said, maybe that's what it is. Just try to drink lots of water and keep hydrated and eat crackers. Well, I couldn't do that. Nothing worked. I drank water and I would just automatically trigger it. My body would just puke and puke and puke that I was turning yellow. So then finally my mom's like, I'm going to take you to the doctors. This is not okay. So I went to the urgent care. And then in urgent care, they're like, well, you don't have an infection and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to send you to the hospital. And they're going to do an emergency, scan on you so that they can see that it's not anything else. Because I think the baby might be stuck in the tubes. Then the doctor was like, I hope not. I hope it's not that issue. But if it is, I'm really sorry, sweetie. And I was like, it's okay. She was like, okay. I just want this pain to be gone. That's all I said. And I just remember taking a lot of medication for my stomach so that I could stop throwing up, which it helped. And they gave it to me. But it was giving me really bad heartburn that it was worse than throwing up. It was so bad heartburn that I almost felt like I was still going to puke. She's like, I know the problem with this medication, the only side effect is you get heartburn to the core, to the max. So when I got to the hospital, they did a quick ask me a bunch of questions and blah blah. They made me sit down for like 3.5 hours before they actually called me back. Finally went to the back. They kept giving me that puking medication and pain medication. Didn't help. I was still in a lot of pain. Felt like I was going to pass out and die. Finally, after being there for 7 hours, it almost seemed like, I got there like at 2, because they closed, because I went to the doctor's at 2. It was like 1:30 when we left. So I got there like around 1:45. And we went to the hospital and got there like around 2:52. Yeah, 2 o'clock. They didn't see me until like 1:30 and gave me somewhere to sit. Finally, after they sat me, they finally gave me a wheelchair and they took me upstairs to do a scan. They did like a vaginal scan, so they stuck something down there to do like to look so they can see it, because through the stomach you can't see nothing. And it was very painful at the time because I was just in a lot of pain. So I was like, just hurry up and get done with. So she's like, took a lot of pictures, took everything, and she's like, she didn't say anything to me. And I was like, okay, it was like, this is weird, but whatever. And I just kept praying, and one of my friends, Rebecca, was there at the hospital for some odd reason that haven't seen her since high school, because we went to different high schools, but we would see a lot of each other at high school through different events that we would go through. And so I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And she prayed for me. Thank you for that anyways. I appreciated that. That was amazing. And she prayed for us, and as they sent us back out to the lobby, she prayed for us, and finally they gave me a room. I was so tired. Like, I felt like I was just going to pass out. And the doctor was like, do not fall asleep with me. That's what the nurse kept telling me. And I was like, well, it's like, I'm done. It's like, I'm done. I can't do this. I'm just too tired. I can't. I was about like a second to sit there and say, can I just get somewhere to lay down, please? Right when I was about to say that, they're like, oh, we have a room for you. So they gave me this little tiny room. They told me to lay down, but I couldn't go to sleep. It's like, really? So I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there. Finally, like, 45 minutes go by, and the doctor came, and he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay. He goes like, we have to do an emergency surgery. What had happened was your tubes erupted, and because the baby is stuck in the tubes and it's growing, it erupted because he was getting bigger and growing healthy in your tubes. It was getting too big that it erupted. And he's like, and now it caused an infection down there. It caused you to get that eruption was it's like a poison. It's causing you to be really sick, and that's what it is. I was like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an emergency section and remove the tube. You're only gonna have one. And he's like, and I don't know what side it is. It could be your left, it could be your right. And he's all, but we're gonna remove one. I was like, he's like, that's okay, right? And I said, yeah, just do whatever you gotta do to get rid of it if you have to, because I can't have it. So it sucks, but I go, I can't have it. Can't have it. It's what God decided to do. I just can't have it. And he gave me like a few minutes to myself while I cried and prayed to God. And then after I did that, I was like, okay, it's go time. They took me upstairs. They did everything. My husband left. I told him to go home because he had just gotten a new job. And I told him, you need to go home and sleep. You need your sleep. You got to be up at 5 and you got to go to work at 6. And it's now just go to work and relax. You know what? Whatever the outcome is, I don't understand. I don't know. And I said, but he went home and all he did was cry. And I felt bad for the guy because he cried and he cried and he cried himself to sleep. I felt bad. I don't know how a man feels, but having to see me in pain, that knowing that he couldn't do anything was, I think, worse. And he's never seen me go through a miscarriage, because every time I would miscarriage, he was always at work, always somewhere. He was never there. Or it would just happen so fast that it was like, the first time it happened at work, and I had to leave because I felt pain all of a sudden on my personal area down there. And so, anyways, I'm getting off topic. And so, yeah, without that, I had surgery. So my doctor told me and suggested I need to start taking all these vitamins and I do every month for about 2 weeks. Every month, I always buy a smoothie. I make my smoothies and I do my smoothies with these vitamins, but I add beets. I get beets, regular beets, and I don't cook them or nothing. I just get them, wash them, cut them, peel them, and cut them into pieces, and I add them in the blender with my fruit. I usually put mango, apples, whatever I have, and I buy a fruit, a bag, like a frozen fruit with strawberries and stuff like that, and mangoes and stuff like that. I can't do bananas because I'm allergic to bananas, even though I used to love bananas. Now, every time I smell a banana, even the smell of it just makes me want to gag for some reason. So, that's what ended up happening. So this is why I take these, and I think these are awesome to take, ladies and gentlemen. They work amazing, and they help with sleep, just like melatonin. So with that said, I hope you guys have a great night. I will get ready to go back to bed and do my rituals, like praying and stuff. I'll get back to bed. I hope you guys have a good night, and don't forget to give me a thumbs like, and I hope you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And thank you to all of you that have, and thank you for everybody. Good night. Have a good night.